Hey everybody, Tom here. Today I'm going to do a video on IP camera, the Siricam in particular. They're difficult to work, sometimes impossible. But let's go ahead and give it a try. They have two type of cameras. The older style came with a disc that you would install on your computer. I'll do this one second. This one's more difficult. The newer one is Android, Apple based. You don't need a laptop to get it set up. You just need your cell phone, a good cell phone, and good wireless connection. So let's go ahead and do the first Siricam here, the Android base, which I'm going to do it in Android. Go ahead and get your Ethernet cable plugged into your router. Go ahead and plug the power cord into it. It will immediately start powering up and turning. While it's doing that little number, you want to go to the App Store, or your Play Store, the App Store, and download Siricam. You can either get it by scanning the QR code, or you can go to your App Store and download the Siricam. Looks like that. So I'll go ahead and open that in a second. Once your camera has powered up, you do want to take a small object and reset the parameters on the camera so you're starting fresh. Turn it over, hold it till you hear the tone, and then it will start a reboot. That's to make sure there's no information on it that's going to corrupt or make you not connect to it when we move on a little bit. Alright, your Siricam applications is downloaded. You go ahead and open it. And the first thing you're going to see, I will show you in the book because I've already done this part. First thing it's going to want is a valid email and a valid password to that email account. You will hit register. The screen will disappear and it will pop back up saying that you're good, but you need to now re-enter the password one more time to make sure it's you, and then hit log in. Once you log in, you get this screen here that will allow you to add your camera. Okay, the Siricam's done its little thing and rebooted. I will open my Siricam app, and as you see I already have two cameras installed, but we're going to go ahead and put this one on right here. So you say add new device. The device name is anything you want to name it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to put test cam. The device ID can be found on the bottom of each camera. You can either QR scan it with the little app button that's there, which it found it, or you can manually enter the 6-digit code that's on the bottom of the camera. You probably can't see that, but it's there. Next, it'll want the password input, which by default is 6 number 8s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I will say next, and if that is good, it will take me to a screen that asks me if I want to change the password. I'm not going to change the password at this time. The next screen will find your Wi-Fi setting. It's found T&D, that's my broadcast inside the house, and it'll want the input password name for my Wi-Fi. So I'm going to go ahead and do the password. I've entered my password. I'm going to hit next, and it's checking my Wi-Fi. And there's the camera on the bottom corner. I'm going to go ahead and tap the camera to see if it comes on. And it did not. Let me try it again. Sometime it takes a couple times. And there it is. So let me go ahead and give it a little, get a little picture for you. That's a good shot of my ceiling. And we're coming down. There we go. Okay, so you can actually see your camera on your phone. You've got it on Wi-Fi. And let me see, let's check that. So here's where your settings are out on your camera. Yeah, I do have a few things. You can listen in, you can talk through a microphone. If you hold your finger on the mic, and speak through your phone, it does come out the camera. If you're going to hang it upside down, you can invert the picture. You can listen in. There's an SD slot that will record your activities that you can come back and review them later. Do recommend. You can either get to your settings here, which we will do, or if you go back, you can get to your settings by holding your finger on the actual video and go to settings. We're going to go to network settings. It's already identified my Wi-Fi inside the house, and it's already changed it over to Wi-Fi configuration. Before it was at wired, but now that I added my Wi-Fi, it changed it over, so I can unplug the camera at this point. I'm going to go ahead and do that. The camera is now not connected by Ethernet cat cable to the router. I'm going to go back and back again, and then open the camera, and we're good. Was that simple? Sort of. If you want it to email you push notifications when the alarm goes off or when somebody walks in the room, you go to settings, you go to alarm settings, you have to turn on your, get closer, receive alarm message. Yep, that's turned on. Sensitivity, motion detection, I want that on. Buzzer alarm, I want it on. Remote defense, so different way to spell that, but this has a very loud siren on it. I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to walk in, or I'm going to wave my hand in front of the camera, and it's going to go off. Okay, it's letting you know that you've turned it on. Let me go ahead and see if I can get it to send. And I turned it off. So this actually has an alarm, a speaker, a microphone. I mean, it's not bad for an inexpensive $25 camera. It will automatically send you notifications because you've entered your email and password at the beginning of the setup, so you don't have to find ports, you don't have to do anything to notify you. You just have to turn it on and off, and notifications will come in your email. I'm going to conclude with that. We got it set up. I'll go back. I don't know if there's much more I can tell you. You can go ahead and start checking some of these other parameters and mess with them. I did not. Like I said, I'm not a computer guru. Time setting, you definitely want to update that so you know it's the correct time, month, day, everything. It's showing that it's 1:35 on the 4th of January, so I'm not sure about that. So I'll change that later. It's not important. It's just for demonstration purposes. Alright, I hope you do good with the Android-based, Apple-based camera. I'll leave it at that. And we're going to have part 2, which is going to be the older Siricam. It's a lot more involved. I'll try to go slow, or at least get the camera close so you can see it. Alright guys, good luck. Later. Let me just touch one more base about this Android-based Siricam. When you do go on your computer and you look up attached devices, it'll come up with a IP address. You'll see your Siricam on there. It might say unknown brand. You'll see your camera on there, but you can't type in the IP address and get to it. It doesn't work the same way. You can't set a port. You can't look at it from a home computer by typing in your public IP address and putting in like port 81 or 80. It's locked into your cell phone, so it's be hard for somebody, I think, to hack into your cell phone or into this camera, because it's just doesn't work through your computer like the other one does that we'll get to here in a little bit. This one over here. So do get a micro SD card for the other one, for this one here, if you want to keep your recordings. It does show up on your phone. You can take pictures. There's a little spot on your app here that shows photos, and every time you hit it, it will take a picture of your back of your fingers. Anyhow, it'll take a picture, it'll take a video. So there we go. All right, you guys have a good day. Good luck on your Siricam. I actually use mine outdoors. I cover it up with a little makeshift dome. I hang them upside down. I invert the picture, and I have a super inexpensive outdoor camera for 25 bucks that I can pan, tilt, zoom. So it's not too bad. And inexpensive, yes. A lot of complaints about them, yes. Do I recommend them? No. If you want to spend $500 or $600 for a video camera, it's not hard to do. But okay, we'll move on later.